Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Classic Scares Picture of Dorian Gray live discussion. Unfortunately, today Lauren cannot be with us because she is sick and she is currently recovering, but that's okay. We'll catch her next time. Yeah, so let us know. Have you guys read this? And what are your thoughts? How are we feeling about this one? Did you guys enjoy it? Etc. So you guys, do you want to introduce yourselves, mayhaps?
Oh, that's probably a good idea. I'm Angyl. My channel is Angyl Can't Read. And I don't know what else to say. I read a lot of horror and I try to make a lot of reading vlogs, but I've been slacking this year. Hopefully, we're coming back. Stay tuned.
Can't wait for you to come back because same. I've been slacking this year so hard.
I think it's just winter killed me.
Yeah, true. Well, I'm Brianna, and my channel is Brianna's Bookshelf, and I read a lot of horror and also fantasy. And I've also been trying to make some reading vlogs, and I'm kind of new to that, so it's been fun.
Yeah, I have to watch yours because I thought about vlogging this and then I ended up not doing it.
So, yeah, that's fair. I feel like I
at least someone did.
Session time with it. It was kind of just like thrown at the end, but that's okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched your stuff yet. I've been kind of absent from YouTube lately, but I need to get into it. That's like on my list of things to do today. Clean my room, watch YouTube.
Very productive.
Alicia is here. Hey girl, how is it going?
Hello.
Did you read the book? Did you like it? How do you feel? Oh, and we have Tyra here. I love this book, but I read it years ago. Yes, I remember you telling me that. And then, okay, talking about I love this book, and then 3 stars on Goodreads. Tyra. No, she used to be such a hard, she's not even a part of this, but she used to be such a hard reader. Now she's like a little bit more lenient. Little backstory for Tyra. Hey Maya, how is it going? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's get into the book. So I would like to know, how did you guys feel about it? What are your like surface level thoughts so far?
Well, I don't have a rating. I'm hoping that the live show and like talking it through will help me decide on a rating because I liked like the themes and a lot of the underlying stuff within the book. I just don't know if I really cared for the story. And Dorian was a little annoying. He was so dramatic and it was, I don't know, ridiculous. So I think as we talk it out, I hope to figure out more of my thoughts.
Valid.
What about you, Brianna?
Well, this was a reread for me. Mm-hmm. And the first time I read it, I gave it 5 stars. And I think I'm deciding to hold on to that 5 stars. I will say I feel like my experience is maybe not quite as good this time because I feel like the first time I was just like, whoa, this is incredible, because it was like the first classic I'd ever read that I enjoyed, I think. Mm-hmm. But now it's just like nostalgic and good to revisit. So yeah, I had fun.
That's amazing. Yeah, maybe you'll convince Andrew and I to rate it higher because I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. I do, however, think Dorian was a bit annoying, but I kind of liked that because it kind of made his character a little bit more defined for this particular novel because, you know, the vanity of it all. Mm-hmm. Hello? Oh, I have to double click it. Alicia read this and gave it 4 stars because that one boring. Thank you. Okay. I zoned out so hard on that chapter, and then when I came back in, I was like, oh, we're still doing that. I read this on audio, by the way.
Yeah, that was like, I was really enjoying it. And then that happened, and I was like, what is going on? And then it ended. I was like, thank God I can get back to enjoying the story. I was like,
Yes.
I really don't care about this. I'm so sorry.
True.
True.
I like low-key almost fell asleep while I was reading that chapter, not gonna lie, because I was like trying to stay up late and read it like a few days ago. And then I was like literally falling asleep during that chapter. And then I was like, I'm just gonna continue tomorrow.
I like how we all know like which chapter it is too.
Yes. It's like, I know that he's trying to say something because like they're always trying to say something with classics, but I can't figure out what he's trying to say, and I just like yes, we already know about the I believe she's referring to the harder readings. Love the ridiculous of it all. Same. He was okay to me. Dorian was kind of giving Troye Sivan. Like that's who I pictured as
I
Dorian.
need you to explain that.
Yeah, I would like to know about that too.
Like, okay, the way he looks. He just looks like him, you know? And he was like a little gay boy.
Yeah.
Dorian.
Okay, fair.
I could see like the visuals, like he's like a pretty boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, Tyra's requesting a recap.
Yeah, I guess we probably should have started with that, huh?
Okay.
That's okay.
So, recap is I'm getting ahead of myself on my screen. So recap is we meet Basil, who I want to call Basil so bad, but Basil is inviting his friend Henry over, and Basil is painting a picture of Dorian Gray, and he's putting a lot of, what did they say in the book? A lot of romance into it. Okay, so we're getting the queer subtext. Okay, I cannot talk today. We're getting the queer subtext immediately. That's why I was like, oh, like people say this book is giving queer. It's actually giving queer. You know how like sometimes people say that, and it's like, where are you getting that from? So Basil is making a picture of Dorian Gray, like painting, and then Dorian's like, wow, I wish that I could look like this forever because I look so good, and I wish that the painting could age and like I can say the same. And then Basil's like, this is YouTube, are you freaking serious? So he goes to like mess up his own painting, but Dorian is like, no, that will be a crime. And yeah, so the painting is given to Dorian, and then throughout the novel Dorian is just like wishing and hoping that he could look like that forever, and then the painting starts to carry the weight of Dorian's crimes and sins and everything. So the painting changes, but Dorian is staying the same as he was in the painting. This is full spoilers, by the way. I apologize. I didn't even say that. So click out now if you haven't read the book, because I think that you should. Okay, I had to give them time. And then Henry, meanwhile, I like Henry because he's always trying to start some drama. Like Henry's trying to move the plot forward, but he's trying to write a different novel. Like I don't know, Henry. I really liked him, but he was also misogynistic. But it also kind of made sense because Henry was giving gay too. Like everybody in this book was gay, in my opinion. I got so distracted. I don't even know where I was in the plot.
Recap. Everyone's gay. Conclusion.
Yeah. Period. That's it. But oh geez. But yeah, so Dorian has this painting that's reflecting all of his sins, and meanwhile Dorian is still looking like that young 20-year-old. He gets engaged to this actress named Sybil. Mm-hmm. Is that her name?
Yeah, Sybil.
And then Dorian's like constantly going to her shows, and then one night he brings Henry and Basil. That was so funny, actually. So he brings them, and then Sybil was acting terribly. Dorian's like, you are embarrassing me literally so bad. Like, what is wrong with you? And then she's like, I can't act anymore because my true passion is love now. Which that doesn't make any sense. Okay. And so Dorian is like, okay, you're trapped. You will never get anywhere. You suck. Like, never talk to me again. And so then Dorian goes back home and he's all like thinking about it. And then Henry comes to Dorian's house. And then Dorian's like, I've decided. I was too harsh on Sybil. Like, I need to go apologize. Henry was like, she killed herself, actually. So, and then, yeah, the painting is changing because Dorian's being a piece of crap. And he invites Basil over to look at the painting. I don't know if you meant, Tyra, I don't know if you meant the full recap of the book, but you're getting it. And so then Henry invites Basil around to look at the painting finally. And then Basil's like all upset. Dorian kills him. And yeah. There's more that happens after, but I feel like it's not. That was it for me. I'm done. Cause it got confusing. Cause like then the brother of Sybil, and like I was confused because like the time to me didn't make sense. How do you guys feel? Like, did the timing make sense to you guys? Were you guys locked in still, or what?
I would feel like it made sense to me, other than that one lost chapter where I just glazed over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I really liked the scene with Sybil's brother. And Dorian's like, look at me. It couldn't have been me because I'm so young and that happened so long ago.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know why. I love that.
Dorian's he's so funny. But yeah. So and then the brother confronts him, yeah, and then Dorian's like, oh no, like that literally couldn't have been me, like, put it together. But yeah. And then the brother dies because he gets like hit with a stray or something.
Yeah. While they're hunting.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, and then Dorian overconsumed and not overconsumed. He was overcome with all of these emotions and he RIP his own self. And he looked old and like carried the weight of his own sins, and the painting was back to gorgeous Dorian.
Very good.
And that's it.
Yeah, ma'am.
And I want to know, like, where's Henry now? What is he doing? I know he's gossiping.
He's turning other people down the wrong path. That's all I gotta say.
For real. Because he was always trying to start something with Basil and Dorian.
Yeah, he's always trying to start something just in general. But honestly, he's like probably my favorite character. He's just wild.
I agree. Because, like, he didn't even like his own wife. He's basically just married just because.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Henry is such a manipulative sociopath.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's giving, never mind, that's a spoiler. Totally skimmed that chapter. Yeah, same. Because what was he even doing? Like, was he reading a book and like we were reading the book with him? Like, I was confused.
Yeah.
I don't really know what was happening. Oscar had to meet a word count.
Probably.
I think so.
I agree. Okay. I feel like I feel like a lot of classics do this, like the whole middle of Great Expectations. And what is the tea with that? True, they do like go on a whole rant, but also like I feel like, take a shot how many times I say like, I feel as if they're trying to say something, but I like, what are you trying to say? Like, just tell me at this point because I don't understand what you're saying. I read it so many years ago and memories are vague. Well, I hope that plot
Nice
summary
recap.
helped you out a little.
I'll cut up.
completely check out like who he did with that one singular chapter. Yeah, reading Dracula is a lot like that.
Well, we'll find that out one of these
Yeah.
days.
Mm-hmm. Brianna, did you read Dracula or no?
No, that's like one of the few ones I haven't read.
Period. Okay. Messy Henry. Exactly. Henry the devil? Yeah, he kind of was.
He's such a bad person, but he's so entertaining to read about.
Literally, like, I would not want to be friends with him, but like... Oh, is Henry supposed to be... Oh, wait, that will kind of make sense.
I think I read something that was like Oscar Wilde when he wrote the book, like all the 3 characters are supposed to represent him. So I think Henry was supposed to be like how the world views him, or I can't even remember which one was like what, but I know one of them was like how people view Oscar Wilde, the way that they talk about him.
Interesting.
I can't remember.
Interesting. Because Dorian sold his soul to someone in that room. True, because that was the first time that they met. Hold on, Alicia. Let me add you in.
Yeah.
To the live. Because
that's a good point. Yeah, because like Henry's the one that kind of started him in that whole spiral, because he was like, the only thing you have is your youth. And then that's when he like was like, oh my God, like I hope I can never age. So I feel like that's interesting. That's an interesting theory. It would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, because that was the first time that they even met. And then Henry was talking shit and Dorian was like, please swap places. Wow.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. I feel like in my mind it was just like some entity was listening or something, but the entity could have been Henry for sure.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow. Yeah, we need to add her to the club.
Real.
Yeah, literally. She's always, Alicia, you're always saying like something that's like mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I was talking about this yesterday with my friend when we went to the bookstore. I feel like, first of all, Nightmare Blunt rotation with those 3. I feel like Dorian is a Leo. Henry's giving Gemini. And then I don't know. I can't tell if Basil is like Basil is a water sign for sure. He's kind of giving Pisces to me because Pisces always kind of like want what they can't have, because he was like longing. He longed. He was a longer. Have you guys researched the Oscar Wilde being on trial for being gay? No, please tell me the tea on that. Tyra, you didn't even tell me anything about that. You know I get my news from you.
Yeah, I did not know that. No. Well, now I'm like, I should have researched this more.
Yeah. No, I plan to read more about him and the book, but it just didn't happen. Just briefly. I have a coworker that's like really into Oscar Wilde, and she's like, she wants to rewrite this to be a musical. So I did talk to her a little bit about everything, but I feel like that would be interesting.
That is the tea. Yeah, no wonder this novel had so much queer undertones. And yeah, I would love to read from your friend, because it would be such a good musical, I feel.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, I'll tell her. If she ever gets around to it, I'll say there's a market for it.
Yeah, you got 3 buyers right here.
Literally. But he was imprisoned That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew that he was gay, but I didn't know that he was imprisoned. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. We live in such a different time, but also it's like going back every day. Okay.
Anyway.
The commentary on like vanity and everything I felt was pretty interesting and pretty kind of held up because nowadays beauty is praised, all the filter, the I forget what they call it, but I guess like how Hollywood, how everyone's like being super thin now and everything, and like the photoshopping of looks and like everything on social media is fake. So this RIP Dorian Gray, you would have loved Instagram.
For real.
Yeah.
Yes. Send it.
Yeah, I want to see.
Yes. I don't know if you can post a link here, but if you send it to me, I'll send it to them in our Classic Scares group chat. Thank you, Queen.
Yeah, that was something though that I thought about reading the book too, is like how relevant it has stayed obviously over time, and how it might even be more relevant now, because it is like that, like Instagram is kind of like, you know, the painting in here where it just captures his beauty in that one moment, or not even Instagram, but just like social media in general. Like you can
exactly. I feel like
make yourself look however you want, whenever.
Yeah. That's part of the reason that I love this book so much, is how relevant it feels now, and like the book itself feels so modern for its time that like you're saying, it's like issues that are even more prevalent now than when the book was written, I feel like.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Same. Also, this one wasn't super, because I know a lot of classics have super difficult language to get behind. This one felt pretty easy to read and follow.
Yeah, I had that same thought too. And I feel like it's because there's a lot of dialogue in here, where I feel like a lot of times classics are like very almost info dumpy, and there's like a lot of background and like setup and everything. And there is that in here, but it is mostly dialogue, except for that one chapter.
Yeah, good point.
We don't want to get into. And I feel like that makes it a little bit easier because you're just kind of reading that conversation.
Definitely, it flows better.
Yeah, I agree. Now that you said that, I realized there was a lot of dialogue, and when there wasn't a lot of dialogue, we all completely checked out.
Yeah. I had the same thought.
Okay, looking up on Reddit, it says some schools think, wait, what? Henry is supposed to be a crossroads devil who made the bargain after making one with Basil and then getting bored of Torn. Wait.
Oh. Wait, what do we think the bargain
with
Basil is?
Maybe to be a good painter.
To send him a muse.
Oh, tea.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Tea.
Interesting.
He was sentenced to 2 years of hard labor. What kind of labor was he doing? Did they do, like, what did they do? Others think he is just a bag of hot air.
I like the, like, devil theory, though.
I do, too. That's really interesting.
Because I feel like he knows what he's doing. Like, he's not just a bag of hot air, like what you're saying, Brooklyn. Like, he's trying to stir the pot. He doesn't just, like, say things for no reason.
Yeah.
It's all making sense. Because I was like, that could very much be possible, because this is kind of like a, what is it called, magical realism, in a way, as to where, because Dorian didn't age, but the painting did. So it could very well be Henry was the devil and trying to start stuff. Wow. Varied the substance coded Period.
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah, me too. Movie night on Classic Scares.
Yes. I'm so down. Yeah, I didn't even make that connection reading it, but like that makes so much sense. It really is like the substance.
Yeah.
Oscar Wilde, get in that writer's room. Pause for creative success. Yeah, I definitely could see that. Yeah, like Basil was like my sulfur muse. And then Dorian was like my sulfur youth, and Basil ended up getting killed by the thing that he wished for.
Oh,
Tea.
Wait, you want to join the live show? We'll add you in.
For real. Alicia, are you prepared to be on camera?
That makes so much sense.
Wow.
And Dorian was killed by himself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Henry is meeting them in hell. Saying, hey, welcome. Okay, substitute.
Oh.
Whoa, things
Did I
are
leave?
happening.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Things are happening.
Oh, I was going to add her in. Okay.
We have a guest star.
Okay. I don't know how to do it when we're already live, actually.
Well, maybe not.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Dang it. Okay, yeah, maybe in the next one, Alicia, because I don't know how to do it. When we're already live without accidentally ending the stream. I'm sure there's a way. No worries. You know, you helped us out so much. And like stuff to think about, because I did not even think about that at all. This brings us to, what are we reading next?
Well, I will be hosting next time on my channel for the live show, and we are going to be reading The Willows by Algernon Blackwood. I think that's the author's name.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I've read I think it's called The Wendigo by him. And, you know, aside from like the subtle racism, just because of the time period, it was interesting. So.
I have not read that, but I have read The Willows before, but it's been a while. And there's also a T. Kingfisher book that's inspired by it. I forget what the title of that one is. I want to say it's like Hollow something.
I know which one you're talking, and it has like the tree on the cover, right?
Yeah, that one is like, I think, partially inspired by The Willows.
Okay. I like T. Kingfisher. I want to read that one, so that would be good to read.
Yeah, we should read that as well as the classic. And this will be in June.
Yes, I think we're tentatively thinking June 20th, but we will refine as we get closer.
Yeah, we'll have an official announcement and everything.
Yeah.
About that.
On Insta in the tube.
And the tube.
So let's think about some discussion questions. So my book, my copy, is this Classics Barnes & Noble edition. I wanted to read this and mark this up. However, I ended up a week before the live. Like, somebody, what am I doing? So I didn't do that, so I just listened to the audio. But the audio, not gonna lie to you, it has been done several times, but the specific audio that I listened to was really good, because the way that the character narrated Dorian was like not too whiny, but it was like the perfect amount of whiny to where it really made the character. It was really good.
Nice.
Is there any good questions in there?
I'm looking.
I think something that I noted, because I was just going through my notes, is that like Dorian, as he's going through life, and he's kind of like a shitty person. He's just kind of soiling the lives of like everyone that he comes in contact with. Like they talk about people, I don't know, being in harm or like dying after like being associated with him. I think that's interesting, but I'm trying to figure out how would that fit into like the whole theory with Henry being the devil. I guess I don't know. But I did think that was like an interesting point in the book, is that he's kind of, although he appears young and beautiful, he is spreading this like filth basically to everyone that's close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I feel like it's almost seems somewhat related to the picture too. Like the picture is absorbing all of his sins and like old age, but like also he's pushing it out into the world as he's not absorbing it himself at the same time. Like near the end where there's like that one guy that he was friends with and then he like meets him in the opium den or whatever. And then that guy like dies at the end, I think. It's like everyone that he's friends with just like dies or has to like flee the country because they've ruined their name or is a drug addict.
Exactly.
Like, Dorian, what are you doing to these people?
Literally. Except for Henry, right? Because he was fine in the end.
Because Henry's the one who corrupted Dorian, so.
Well, I guess like the whole thing is supposed to be about like the soul, right? Like isn't the painting is supposed to represent your soul, and like how maybe it doesn't change you too much on the outside, but you're kind of soiling your inside.
Yeah.
It's a weird way to put it, but it's just interesting.
Yeah, it makes sense though. I think he doesn't seem to have a soul or conscience, so he is pushing them to do not good things. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that makes sense. His soul is maybe captured in the painting.
Mm-hmm. Who screamed?
Oh, it's a kid. I have the window open because it's like actually a nice day. The high is 72 today, which is crazy.
Whoa.
And I don't know, a kid like fell over or something. Whatever.
Oh.
Whatever.
I thought it was your cats fighting or something.
Oh no. Something else that I noted too, which Alicia mentioned, how Basil is ended or killed by like his muse, but also like when Dorian does kill him, he really has like no emotion about it at all. He's just like, oh, the dead thing over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Really.
I don't know. I just thought that was really interesting and really shows like the progression of Dorian just becoming like worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I feel like that's definitely a turning point in him realizing how corrupt he's become. Yeah, him killing Basil the thing, and then also doesn't he like go out later that night or something? Or he's like trying to cover up his tracks quickly, like make excuses and make a come back at home.
Yeah, he calls that doctor guy to get rid of the body, and then
Yeah,
because he had to come up with a alibi. So he left and locked himself out so that they would let him into the house and be like, oh, he didn't get home till this time.
That's right. And then he like blackmails the doctor, which is just like, what do you have on these people?
Exactly. Probably just making stuff up. The soul is in the painting. It's my thought as well. Yeah.
And it makes sense if that the painting is the soul, because it's carrying all of that for him, and then at the very end it comes back.
Yeah. I would like to see what that would look like.
Is there a movie adaptation of this book? Does anyone know?
I think so, and I think it's like super old though.
Gotcha.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, there's a movie. 2009.
Oh,
Horror fantasy. This is not how I picture Dorian looking at all.
I'm sure there's probably a few different movies.
great.
Uh-uh.
No.
Dorian, I think, has more like twink vibes.
For sure.
This is Dorian.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, now that you say it, I can definitely see that.
I mean, come on. That's him at the opium bar.
Let's get a new movie adaptation with Troye Sivan as the lead.
Oh my gosh. Yes, let me call him. I've not seen it, even though I too am super old.
Oh.
Listen, same. For sure. Twink vibes, for sure. He's so funny. Like, he's one of those people who I would not be friends. First of all, I would not be friends with any of these people. But Henry will be the one that, like, I would be acquaintances with in high school just because he, like, always talks some shit about somebody and he's always trying to start something. Like, I knew this girl who she was a pathological liar, okay? She just made up stories, and it was so interesting to listen to her talk, but of course you had to take everything with a grain of salt. So I would just like, yeah, and what after that? Like, encouraging her. Maybe I'm Henry. No. But yeah, it was just like interesting. I feel like, yeah, maybe Basil, because he is a lover boy at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was her name Lydia? My pathological liar friend was named Lydia. No, her name was not Lydia, but I don't want to say who it was. What her name was, because who knows? Like, people can find you on the internet anywhere.
True.
And I think she follows me on Instagram. I don't know. Which was so lied to.
Wow.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, Alicia, that's like in the what is it called? Assassin's Apprentice, when like everyone's names are like their virtues or whatever. Like, you know what I'm talking about. That's so funny. Her name predicts what they're like. Lydia lied to you.
No, I don't know. Oh wait, that's the fantasy book, right?
Yeah, we both have been reading that series.
Lied to you. Wow. I mean, the name tells you. But yeah. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry, I was asking if Angyl annotated the book.
No, I did not annotate mine because it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but these pages, they're not like paper. They're kind of like glossy. I don't know. And so I don't know. And it's such a nice edition. So I didn't want to put anything inside of it, but I wrote down like a bunch of quotes, which of course I think the best one is, "When I find that I am growing old, I shall kill myself."
Oh no.
Which made me laugh. Or the later in the book, he says, "To get back my youth, I would do anything in the world except take exercise, get up early, or be respectable."
Mm-hmm.
And how true is that for so many people?
Exactly. It's like, how did you lose so much weight? I dieted, I exercised, and I took care of myself and I slept. Oh, well, is that all? Like, what else? Like, tell me your secret.
Yeah.
So I do agree with what you're saying, Brianna, that like it does feel very modern in certain ways with things like that. But yeah, I just could not handle Dorian. He was entertaining. He made me laugh. I even read like his whole paragraph after he takes Henry and Basil to go see her act, and she's like really bad, Sybil. And then he's like, oh, you're so horrible. Like, you've broken my heart. And like this whole dramatic paragraph, I had to read it to my boyfriend because I was like, listen to this. But I also feel like that's just like a lot of classics. I feel like the characters tend to be very dramatic like that. But I think Dorian was on another level.
For sure.
He really was. And the way he just dragged her. Like, what if she was. Well, never mind. Because my thought when that was happening was I was thinking, oh, what if she was just bad the whole time? And then when Dorian brought his friends was like when his eyes opened, but she literally said, my passion is not acting anymore. My passion is love.
Yeah,
Please.
that was my thought too. I was like, is she like, yeah, like you're saying, maybe she was bad the whole time. I think that would have been interesting.
People have always been the same.
So true.
I'm not saying something. One thing that stands out to me about Oscar Wilde is he uses the most peculiar description I've ever read. He describes things I've never seen any other authors do. Oh, like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Because, yeah, I felt like, oh, let's talk the setting. The visuals were spectacular. I loved how everything was like, how we described the setting. Right.
For sure.
I couldn't, like, it was giving very gothic.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I really liked, like, in the first chapter, there was a lot of descriptions of, like, the outdoors, like, describing the plants and, like, how nice it was outside, how beautiful. Like, I feel like it started very, like, idyllic and then slowly got darker and darker, you know?
Yeah, I would agree. Just even, like, the first line of the book, too. It really sets the scene for, like, that chapter.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the artist is the creator of beautiful things?
No, sorry. In chapter 1, he says the studio was filled with the rich odor of roses, and when the light summer wind stirred amidst the trees of the garden, there came through the open door the heavy scent of the lilac, or the more delicate perfume of the pink flowering thorn. And then he just goes on to describe like the entire room.
Yeah.
I feel like I really enjoyed that.
I did too, because it was such visual. Like, you have a scent there, you have sounds.
Like, every little thing that's in the room and like how it's arranged.
Yeah. Really setting the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was something that I really enjoyed. But it's also, like we were saying, it's not like so dense like a lot of classics are, where I feel like this is a good beginner one, especially like I feel like I'm still a beginner when it comes to classics, and it wasn't overwhelming to read, even with all the lush descriptions.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like if you're new or don't read classics, this would be a good one to start with.
Totally.
Wait till you read Wuthering Heights. And what do you mean by that?
Oh, that the people are terrible, I'm assuming is what Tyra means?
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
I'm so excited for that one, though.
Really?
Say really?
What, have you read it, Brianna?
I have. It's been a long time. I would like to reread. And because I didn't love it that much, I feel like it was a little bit hard for me to understand at the time. But now that I've read more classics, I would like to go back to it. But I remember just like hating every character. Being like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to swear.
Demonetized. I'm not even monetized. But yeah, that's what she meant. Terrible dramatic characters. Yeah, I haven't read it. And then when right when the movie came out, there was a whole bunch of people posting on TikTok like screenshots of the page, like trying to read it, and they're like, and what is he saying? So I'm kind of anxious to read that one. I definitely know if we end up reading that one for the club, I need to start it way sooner.
Yeah, I'm excited, but also a little bit nervous about it. But
Fair.
I'm mostly just excited because the publisher that did this edition has one of Wuthering Heights, so they'll match.
Ooh.
That's the real reason I'm excited.
Yeah. That book, by the way, is so pretty. And yours too. I like yours, Brianna.
Oh, thank you. I feel like mine's like super random, but
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I'm like,
yours is classic.
he's just a guy. Okay, I can't come up with any examples. Now, but whereas other authors describe characters, inky pupil, Wilde will be like, just trying to make it simple. Describing characters and like, oh, you're so right about that. He does do that. It's like things that you notice if you're an observant person and you're like really deep into overthinking things. I feel like Oscar Wilde definitely is an overthinker. I know that.
True.
You can really tell in his writing. Makes me think, I've never seen an author describe a body part that way. So real. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. I was totally unprepared for Wuthering Heights. I expect it to be a Jane Austen-esque romance, and then I'd read a very dark scene and have to do a double take. Like, did I just read that correctly? Dark.
Yeah.
See, that's what gets me excited to read it. Like, even though I'm nervous about it, I'm like, I want to know what everyone's talking about when they like say stuff like that about the book. I'm like, I need to know.
Yeah, we should read it for real.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine. I'll do it. And I won't complain at all.
But then we can have a watch party and we can watch the movie.
That's true, yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, like the I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about everything, but also like I don't listen. I'm done. I'm checked out from reviews online unless it's like people I trust, like people in the book community who I am subscribed to. I'm like, okay, I can trust you to have like an honest review. Like you guys, Lauren, who else? Sarah from Wicked Reading. Like I can trust that you guys are formulating your own opinion and telling us what you're saying. It's just like, and other people that I watch too. That's just the main people. That's whose videos I have up on my.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, so when are we reading? Wuthering Heights? I'll go get it from the bookstore next time I go.
Maybe that'll be the next one. Quarter 3.
Quarter 3.
Do you know if Lauren's read it?
I'm not sure.
We'll have to
don't know.
Mention it.
I think she may have said that she wanted to read it. Yeah, the movie is not a true adaptation, but I heard it was fun for some people. If you want a true adaptation, there are better ones out there.
Yeah, I've heard that it's like, I don't know, her own take on the story.
I've heard that as well.
It does look like very gothic aesthetic. Like, I want that.
I have seen it. It's definitely not true to the book, but it's very visually appealing. And like I feel like if you separate it from the book completely, you can have enjoyment from it. But it's definitely not a true adaptation.
That's valid. But that could make for an even more interesting discussion. We read the book and then watch the movie, and then we can,
Yeah.
Fine, okay. Whatever you guys want to do, I'll do it. Okay, Tyra. Oh wait. Tyra just texted me. She says she has a copy of Wuthering Heights. Okay, Queen, I will not buy it.
Amazing. There you go. You don't have to spend your money in case you hate it.
Exactly. I have not read it yet either. So I will wait if you read in August. Okay.
Bring all your theories. Yes. Be camera ready just in case we have you.
Yeah. Wait, when is Q3? I mean, because the next one is June.
Yeah,
Wait.
it should be September, right?
Yeah, July through September.
Okay.
So you got time. It's fine.
I feel like that's true for all the directors, or all of that director's work. Visually stunning, not a great storyteller.
Mm.
Yeah.
Need someone in the writer's room. No, yeah. But yeah. I don't know what else that director has put out, because I know that she's like really popular, but I don't know. I could not tell you another movie.
She made Saltburn.
Oh,
Oh,
T.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either, but I watched a plot summary.
I've heard things about it, but yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at keeping up with all the hip new movies,
That's fair. I'm usually not either.
except for Project Hail Mary.
That's right.
And Dune 3, which that's a whole other conversation, but why did they call it Dune Part 3 instead of Dune Messiah? I don't know. Anyway,
Is that what the book is called?
yeah. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at the end. We can conversate now.
Did you guys have any other thoughts on Dorian Gray or any quotes that you guys wanted to share that like stood out? I have a bunch of quotes written down, but I don't. Not necessarily that I feel like reading out loud.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes I just like write quotes down because like in the context I am enjoying them, but like to read it out of context, it's like, okay.
Fair.
Or I write it down so I can like remember like at the end of the story with like a character arc and go back and say, oh, and this is a quote from the beginning.
Mm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have one that I could read. Yeah, this is Lord Gray, of course. Who else?
Our king.
Yes. There's no such thing as a good influence, Mr. Gray. All influence is immoral from the scientific point of view. Why? Because to influence a person is to give him one's own soul. He does not think his natural thoughts or burn with his natural passions. His virtues are not real to him. His sins, if there are such things as sins, are borrowed. He becomes an echo of someone else's music, an actor of a part that has not been written for him.
Mm. Very interesting.
I like that. See, Henry is the devil for real, because
Okay,
yeah.
I have a question. And I don't know if I just like missed it in the reading, but his name is Lord Henry, right? But why do they call him Harry?
I think one of those are his last name.
Oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, why do they keep calling him Harry? I thought his name was Henry. And then I was like, did I get his name wrong? So they
I thought the
probably
same thing.
said it at some point and I just like missed it. Anyways.
Yeah, because when they were calling Basil, when they were calling him Horward, I forget how you say it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, his last
Hor-
name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, who is that? And then I was like, wait, they're talking about Basil. Oh, Harry's a nickname.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. See, that's what I figured, but I was like, did they explain like where they got the name from or what happened?
No.
I probably just missed it.
Maybe he was Harry, but I feel like we would know because Oscar Wilde do be describing things. Anything else you guys wanted to add?
I don't think so for me.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm
that
just
was her
looking through my
assumption.
notes.
Like, why is that your nickname? Exactly. He's probably Harry. Oh, Tyra says Harry was a nickname for Henry.
But that's like, how do you have a nickname that's the same like length and amount of letters as your actual name?
I feel like that's how they did it back then, you know?
Mm-hmm.
True. Just the olden days. So I guess we can't try to understand it.
Oh. Sorry, we're jumping around. Currently reading
Yes.
Project Hail Mary.
Audiobook was
She's
a good choice.
having a great time.
Good.
Doing the audiobook. Promising Young Woman is also Emerald Fennell, I think is how you say her name. But yeah, Project Hail Mary. I need to read that too, but I'll chat to you guys next year about that because I'm like 400th in line or something. I don't know.
I could like mail you my copy of the book and then you can mail it back to me. Like it would be a lot quicker, I feel like.
Exactly.
I hate that Audible. And then of course it's freaking Amazon because then we go to the movie and they're like an Amazon original movie. And I was like, bruh, I love it so much, but why does Amazon have to take everything?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, shut the hell up at Amazon, not at you.
I know if you know Spanish, you can get the Spanish audiobook through the library.
Okay, that's the thing, right? I will probably get about 2% of the book. Like, I would probably register about 2% of the book if I listen to it in Spanish.
Valid.
Maybe his full name is Harry Henry. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's like Harold Henry or Henry Harold or something.
I need to look this up.
Yes, please. Henry is a surname. Oh, okay. One thing I'll say about Wilde is I think he was born in the wrong time. He was in a lot of gay relationships with young men in their 16s through 25s. Jesus. When he was late 30s. Yeah. I think he was also born in the wrong time. I feel like Oscar Wilde, R.I.P. Oscar Wilde, you would really love today's society because he would be active on TikTok. He would probably be a makeup artist. He would be get ready with me while I tell you about my friend Henry.
Okay, here is the tea. Are we ready?
Yes.
Satan was once called Old Harry.
Wait.
So,
why?
I've never heard that, but I guess that's like an old-timey name. People would call Satan Old Harry.
Weird.
So, Henry is the devil. Concluded.
Confirmed. Damn.
Wow. My mind is actually blown.
That makes so much sense.
Okay. Tyra can't post a screenshot on so she sent it to me. On Google, this is the picture that she sent me. The Google is Harry, a nickname for Henry. Google says, yes, Harry is a traditional medieval English diminutive and common nickname for Henry.
Okay.
Still don't understand that, but whatever, you know.
Yeah, I don't get that, but that's them, I guess. This is
yeah, I guess that also shows like their relationship that, you know, he was close enough to call him a nickname.
Yeah.
Even if it was a stupid nickname.
Uh-huh. And also, I like the theory that he's the devil. I really like that theory because it really makes so much sense, and I didn't even think about that.
Totally.
Oh, I missed this. I thought this was the same chat as the other one. He endured a lot of legal punishment for his relationships in jail. Dorian Gray was the only novel he ever wrote. I did see that. I saw that he was like a poet or something otherwise. I just wonder what more he might have written if he was able to have a full career. Me too.
Yeah, I didn't realize either until I went into the book that this is the only novel he's written. Because I think he's written like screenplays, right? Or something like that. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but
I don't know.
I know he's wrote other things. It's just this is the only novel, which I did not know.
Yeah, I thought he was a poet.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I win. I didn't think of Henry as the devil until this live. You telling me
Well,
that just clicked?
good job.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that just clicked for you? That's crazy. Big brain over here. I need to reread with this new information. Yes. And let me know how you think about that. Or what you think when you reread. When was the last time you read it? Number one. And number two, how many times did you read it? Did you just read it the one time or did you read it multiple times? Because I know, May, this is one of your favorite books, right?
Okay, guys, I hate to interrupt, but I need to get going to go with my cousin to the zoo.
Oh, the zoo is so exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you said something else earlier. No worries. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming to the chat. So much fun chatting to you all. Thanks for sticking around. Angyl and Brianna's channel, of course, will be linked below once this video posts. So you might have to refresh it a little bit because I can't edit it until it's posted. So make sure if you haven't already, you go ahead and subscribe to them as well as myself. You know, if you're not subscribed, stick around, you feel me? And the Classic Scares Club will be back in 3 months, but on Brianna's channel. So you know you got to make sure you're subscribed to her, of course. One last thing. The thing that confuses me about Dorian Gray is why not just put the picture up in the attic so he never has to see it, put a blanket over it. Oh, but like he did that though, but I think he was too curious. He just had to keep looking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, Brooklyn, have you settled on a rating? I don't know if you said your rating at the
I don't know. I probably 4.
Fair.
I don't know. I think I'm in the 3-star range, like 3 or 3.5. Because there were things that I enjoyed about it. I just don't know if, like, in its entirety, if I really liked it that much.
I understand. I feel like the Henry theory made me bump it up.
Yeah,
Nice.
that would make a lot of sense.
All right, guys. Well, Brianna just have to leave us, so we do have to go. And Brianna, are you still 5 real quick before we go?
Am I? Oh yeah, I think I'm still a 5-star. I just love the writing so much. Like every time I was looking at the quotes, I was like, oh my gosh, mind blowing.
Yes, love that.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Range. Bye.
Bye.
For watching.
Thanks for hanging.
Yes, thank you, everybody.